Alright, so I put us under after getting hit with a radar beam. I'm fine, don't worry about me, I'm just slightly irradiated. And I was tracking, I think it was this one. Looks like he's heading west-southwest, but now there are multiple contacts and a merchant is among them. So I'm inclined to think that this is a convoy. It's heading west-southwest. And if we're underwater, there is basically no way we're going to be able to catch that. So we're not close enough, and if they're heading like that, I can't imagine they're going slow enough that we could get into position. So I'm going to start steering away. That is a good, solid convoy. Heading west-southwest. Should I assume they're heading 8 knots? Probably. That's definitely a convoy because of the line there. I'll just throw in... That's probably fine. I can probably remember 2140 is when I noticed these guys. I'll make a note to myself that on October the 4th, I'm writing this by hand at 2140 hours, convoy, and then I will put a mark on my map. These are the techniques that I use. Mark 1. There we go. So yeah, we'll just get away from them, out of both audible and radarable range, and we will try to reconvene. Just keep going. Leave me alone. Conditions, incidentally, are still terrible. So it's not like I would... Oh. They're heading a little bit more steeply southwest. It's not like I would really be able to do a very good attack. We got a couple of comments in reference to the last video where it was all just gloom and doom about my inability to hit anything under these conditions. And, you know, I feel like we have probably hit things in worse conditions than these, but not very often, for starters. And I do know that we've had some pretty hilarious failures as well. So there's that. Let's go on the surface. Okay, so there's no immediate radar. Let's go ahead and get this fixed first. That always happens. I should have been attentive to that while I was underwater. Real quick, once we get to 240, our battery's recharged. That's good. 8 knots. Whoops! I just moved my window there on accident. Hopefully that didn't cause any adverse effects to the recording. Moves about 15 per hour. 75 clicks that they went. Okay, that's not irretrievable. And I actually, come to think of it, it's unlikely that they're going that fast, but... Fuck. Well, and then there's that, too, isn't there? Alright, well, we're just gonna have to try our best to catch up with these jokers. That is actually a good point, though. We do go 10 knots underwater. But going on the surface is better because we don't burn through battery power quite as fast. Huh. Well, I will try to pursue these guys and try to get a shot off. And I will keep you posted with any results and so on. Okie doke. Looks like we've reacquired the convoy. It's 4:35 local time on October 6th. Which I guess means a day will break soon. Let's trim this up a little bit. To the north. Yeah, this is definitely them. I've got us at 25 meters. And it looks like I've got a pretty decent course here. Now we have to talk about matters of torpedo import. I'm not sure of how to go about this. I don't know if I should set them to run shallow in the hopes that it'll counteract whatever is making them run deep, or I don't know if I should have them just run deep. Because then if they are already set to run deep, maybe that'll not have them run too deep. You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of counterintuitive, but like the fact that they're running up, I've set them to run shallow may be telling them to run deep. Whereas if I tell them to run deep, maybe that'll just have them run at my desired depth, as opposed to way too deep. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I don't know how this specific defect works with our torpedoes, so who can say? But yeah, neither one really presents any kind of... Neither one sounds like a good alternative to me. We certainly... I don't think using an impact pistol is the right answer here. Because if we can't... I'm thinking almost then that it is the case that if I have them run shallow... Actually, I know this to be the case. If I run them shallow, they're going to breach, and they're going to fuck up anyways. So let's set them to run deep, but the question is how deep? How deep shall we run our torpedoes? That's awkward. Let's just do kind of a quick census of the ships we might be attacking. Probably not going to have... Well, we might have one of those. That's 9.4. Probably not one of those, but maybe. That'll be 12.6, 9.5, 9.9, 9.4, 12, 12, 10 and a half, 11, 10. We do see those quite a bit. Those would be 7. That would be good. That would 7.5 or 8 would be a good setting for that and that. This is really tough because it really just depends on what we have in the convoy. We can change the settings. How about we just wait until we get into position? We'll set them to run deep, though. I'm thinking that we will probably run into some tankers, so maybe 12.5, but let's just wait. That's a little bit of a presumptuous presumption to make. Why am I going this way? Save myself a little bit of time and tab through these, because we don't tend to run into too many of these. Let's just get to the... Just go straight to the large tanker there. Okay, so we've got the same torpedo loadout as before. So we'll see if that works for us. We are running silent at a paltry 25 meters. So I don't know. Of course, the other issue is that we could get detected. So let's go to 40. We just suddenly magically lose contact? What's the deal here, folks? Oh, you get out of there. I hate how it does that. I'm already on record about that. I wonder if slowing us down a little bit would help with not being detected. Where's that course line? No, we need to actually go that speed, I think, in order to get into position for this attack. And through all my rambling about torpedoes and just generally not paying attention, I'm not really noticing a gap here in the escort configuration, so this is going to be possibly a little bit of a problem. I hate how you can't make them out. But again, these are things we already know. This is not information that is all that new and useful to us. It's at 50 degrees. He's going to give me the 50th degree. Try tracking him. So that'll make him stand out a little bit more. It's this guy. Right? It's one of these lines here, obviously. Ugh. This is so frustrating. Just... You can't... whatever. Just forget it. It's not that helpful. It looked like there was one that was really close over here. One thing I should also set is the speed. I think I'm going to set it to 8, just based on the radio reports we were getting. I might go up to periscope depth. That might be a little bit risky, but I don't want to waste too much time coming to depth. I think we might actually be just about in... Oh boy, it's going to be light now. Oh man, this is going to be tough. Alright, attacking from the perimeter here. Well, let's get a quick survey of what is in the convoy then. A Corvette. Yay! A tanker, that's a medium. That's one of those Empire freighters there. Another tanker of some kind. These are... That looks like a large merchant. It's not a question of what is generally in the convoy, though. It's what we can hit. There are 2 medium tankers right there. I think. What's this here? Is this a modern? I hate these conditions so much. No, it's a medium. Okay, there's 2 mediums. So that actually, let's work with that. Let's go with 2 mediums, because in this set of circumstances, that kind of consistency is really desirable. Ten and a half. So if we set them to 12, that should be good. Oh, we just saw replenishment on there. That means possibly an ammo ship. Drat. That might be a whale ship, though. That is a whale ship. The draft is almost the same, though. No, it's not. I lied. Lots of medium for sure. So let's... God. Let's try this. I don't like it, but we're gonna have to do it this way. Oh my God, that fucking destroyer, whatever the hell that is. Get out of the way. I don't know why that I care that he's looking right at me, because he's, it's not going to change anything. But if that's a medium tanker, I've already got this torpedo set right, so... I don't know why I'm lowering the scope, is I guess what I'm trying to say, because we're going to have to use it. It's kind of necessary under the circumstances. You can still see it from where he is now. The fact that I can't see him doesn't mean that he can't see me. Kind of the ostrich in the sand thing there. These guys are stacked up. That guy's further away. Tell you what, let's just go for it. Preemptive ambulance. It knows. I can barely see the target. Now this one we're going to have to change the depth. Right when I click. I mean, that's the worst part, is that I wouldn't mind it if it happened, you know, that I lost the lock on it like moment or like a few seconds before, but it's almost always the case. Now go back to the... Thank you. It's almost always the case that I lose it immediately. Let's change the fat settings. This guy was 9.7, so let's set these to 11. Let's turn it down to 11. Ooh. It's a mind screw if I ever heard one, man. And they're kind of intermingled now. I can't really tell. His AOB is not like that now. His AOB is that. Hopefully this wasn't a waste of more torpedoes. That's too deep. 256 meters, please. Oh yeah, sure. Smart thinking, Cap. Okay. Well, we'll just have to see how this plays out. I mean, I can't tell offhand if this thing's too deep. That looks a lot better, though, than our previous torpedoes. I can definitely see the surface of the water. We can look at the steam-powered one, at least. That's pretty good. That's actually almost looking too shallow, and that one looks good. Okay, well, why don't we turn west? We could technically reload. I'm not sure that that's prudent. We have an escort that's about to go right over the top of us, which may end up changing their speed. That, I believe, is our target. And this might be our second target. I don't know. Like I said, they are all kind of stacked up. Something got hit. That was a good thing to hit. It's a medium tanker. Something else went off. That is a premature detonation. This one is still inbound for this one. And that looks like it's going to hit unless we have a pistol malfunction or something. Oh no. Please go off. Please go off. Please go off. No, thank you, Jesus. Okay, well that might be the solution to this. That wasn't the intended target, though. Could have botched the speed, I guess. I don't really know. There should be another torpedo somewhere. I guess I'm cheating now, but... You know what? I probably got the solution wrong then in that case, but... Because it looks like there's one that's over here. We don't have any way of telling for sure, but... Hey, you know, 2 for 4 is better than what we have been doing. We're getting deeper. And those hits on tankers, if they're on the keel of the ship, aren't usually as spectacularly destructive because they don't tend to ignite the fuel, which is really what you want to do, but... they also do a lot of damage regardless, so I don't know. They're still plodding along, but for the time being, it looks like we hit with 2, missed with 2. Well, yeah, one of them detonated prematurely. The other one was just a miss. That's okay. We still went 2 for 4, which is better than none for 4. So, it's daylight out, though. We can't really mount a second attack. So... Can we? Or can we? Ah, we can't because there's pinging happening. Yeah, we don't want to do that right now. Did I say there's pinging happening? There's a pinging happening. Only reason I did that is because Rockall is nearby. Is it Rockall or Rockall? I don't know. I mean, I tend to rock all, but... You need to go to bed. Backpfeifen gesagt. I'm sure that we haven't gotten the message saying that they're pinging us yet, so... Doesn't appear to be the case. So, 2 hits, like I said, kind of not sure about what to do other than to pursue these guys. Take a second shot at those tankers, because obviously those are pretty high-value targets. But for the time being, I'm going to try to stay low and quiet. You guys know the drill, I guess, at this point. And maybe hit them a little bit further down the line. Probably not during the day, though. That would be a bad idea. But we have a good amount of depth right now. We're not actually getting pinged right now either, so... I don't think we're going to attack again. I think that that's pretty reckless. Because we have escorts kind of swarming the area right now, so I don't think we're going to do that. But I'm going to hold off and try to attack them later on, maybe. Alright, we got a she's going down message. Let's see which one. Oh, I'm assuming it's the one with the massive oil slick behind it. Good lord. Well, sorry environment. But that's nice, a medium tanker taken out. I'm not going to peek at the other ones too much, but it's cheering. We got a good result out of that at least. So, still have not been detected. Still not going to make another attack. I'm pretty confident at this point that I'm not going to be attacking them again today. So, let's actually set our course to the south at this juncture. so that we can get a little bit of distance between them and us, and begin to, oh boy, begin to speed through everything like some kind of crazy Doctor Who on steroids. I just like to hear that sound sometimes. It's pleasant. Where'd it go? So it's just an oil slick at this point. Well, we can't see it, but alright. No more peeking. We're gonna go to the south, stay under, and probably try our chances this evening.